God bless everyone. This is Minister Hagar, Prophetess Hagar, and I had to take a quick break from working and come on here for a few moments because I need to talk to you guys about LUNC, which is the classic version of the Luna coin, the LUNC, the classic version. So it started, and I really wanted, at first I was going to wait to share this with the other asset visions that I had recently, but I really felt pressed for some reason to get this specific one out on its own right now because I have been sitting on these for a little while now. It's been probably a week and a half, approaching 2 weeks, and so I was like, you know what? I better make sure I get out there because I don't know why the Lord, if this is him, I'm not 100% sure, but if he's mentioning this, or maybe someone out there who needs to hear this or needs to see this, and I didn't want to continue to sit on it and wait on it. So this starts when I was viewing YouTube or watching something and then an ad or a commercial came on, or I could have been watching television. I don't remember which one, but I saw a commercial for the company Etsy. You guys know the online like shops and boutiques at Etsy.com. So they have a commercial in which I happened to catch a glimpse of a part of the commercial, which are the two dogs you see in the photographs. This is literally screenshots from the Etsy commercial. I happened to catch a glimpse of it where there was like this little tiny dog, and I guess the owner was trying to shop for it a bed on Etsy.com, and then they finally decided on which bed they wanted for it, and then the little dog goes and hops in the bed that you see before you. And I happened to notice at the bottom it said Luna on it. Now, I don't know if they were implying that the dog's name is Luna. I also saw on Etsy that there is a pet and dog bed website or company that makes, different types of beds for dogs and for your pets. And one of their designs for one of their dog beds was called Luna. So either which way it goes, the fact is, the matter is that Luna is being referenced in relation to this little dog or whatever. And so I was like, huh. And this is not the first time, honestly, I've seen this commercial with it in there. It kind of stood out to me before, but it was kind of like in the background of my mind. And so the more I kept on seeing it, the more it kept on like, tugging and nagging at me. And even to the point where it started to get like my prophetic alarm bells, kind of going. And so you might say, well, what does this have to do with LUNC? Well, if you look over here to the right, you guys who've been following my videos know that I had released a word regarding the season of the underdogs, right? And that was basically a prophetic word where the Holy Spirit had given me a term to describe this season where all of the profitable assets for the kingdom would be underdogs, but it will be the season for the underdogs to rise, right? And he was telling me that's a main reason why so many of the prophetic and wealth transfer assets are pictured as dogs. We obviously know we have Sheba, right? Doge, I believe, will at some point become profitable in some shape or form. And then we know even other messengers have brought up other e-news, right? And other forms of cryptos related to dogs, right? We know some are related to other versions of e-news. And then I believe somebody may have mentioned other versions of Doge. So you guys get the point. There's a lot of dogs going on. And if you look under the season of the underdog picture, you guys may remember I mentioned this in a video a while back where actually this financial reporter or online newspaper came out and called Zion Oil and Gas a dog. He actually had been calling them a dog since 2020. And then he came out in 2022 at the end of August saying Zion Oil and Gas, I've called them a dog before and they're still a dog. Ha ha ha. Talking about how low the price is, and it'll never amount to anything. And remember, I was telling you, he think that he's, you know, being smart or funny or talking down like that's a bad thing, but he doesn't know what the Holy Spirit said about season of the underdogs. That's the very definition of an underdog. Someone that seems like it has little value or something that people don't take serious, that looks like it'll never turn out to be anything, but then it rises up against all odds and challenges. That's the very definition of an underdog. So I was saying he thought that's a bad thing, but actually, according to what the Holy Spirit had described, this is perfect because you're even testifying and prophesying and putting Zion in the underdog category, right? And so now we got this basket full of prophetic dogs in our little wealth transfer basket, right? And so that is why when I eventually saw this commercial with the little dog and it being named, or the bed being named Luna, it started to draw my attention towards Luna C. I want to stress that again, and I'll have it, of course, in a title to make sure you don't get it confused with the other Luna. So this is Luna Classic or Luna C, the original one, the one that's at a cheaper price. And so I wanted to share that with you guys because I did notice that, and I thought that it was very possible that the Holy Spirit was grouping Luna C into the basket with the other underdogs. Now, I can't 100% guarantee that. This wasn't an instance like with the credit commercial with the cow where I knew for a fact, you know what I mean? 1,000% that was the Holy Spirit. I knew that. I will always let you guys know when I'm 1,000% for sure. I won't say maybe or might. I will just come out and confidently say, this is what's going on, or the Lord said, or the Holy Spirit said. But I will always be upfront and honest when I'm not 100% sure about something. So, based on how everything else is aligning, I do believe, okay? I do believe that this was the Holy Spirit mentioning Luna C as one of the prophetic underdogs. Now, as far as a personal vision or dream or revelation, the only other thing I've ever gotten regarding Luna C was actually several months ago, in which I had a dream where it was briefly mentioned, but I was led not to share that dream. And it wasn't like it, I won't speak on that part because I was led not to share that dream. However, in the same dream, okay, there was an asset or a token or some sort of investment that Sister Sharon at the bottom from Now Daily Bread, it was a asset that she was covering on her channel, but the dream never gave me the name of which one it was. And all I know is that something that she covers on her channel, and I was like looking around to see where I could get a little bit of money from to invest in it, because it's like all my money was tied up in investments, and so I didn't really have anything. So I was like searching to see, oh, where can I get, some money to get in on this from? But I'm going to stress this again. Whatever that asset was in the dream, it was never identified as which asset or investment or crypto that she covers. So I will have to leave the rest of that up to you guys. I understand that this is not a new revelation. That's obvious. Obviously, we already have lots of people who have come out talking about lunacy and who have dreams and visions and revelations and prophecies about lunacy. So I'm not here to necessarily announce lunacy as a part of the wealth transfer. However, since I did come across that and I did feel led and pressed to share this, I feel compelled that I have to put this testimony or witness or confirmation out there. Who knows? Maybe some of you have been on the fence about lunacy. Maybe some of you have been praying and asking for confirmation beyond all of the videos and prophecies that you've already seen and you haven't been sure. So maybe this is confirmation for someone out there. who knows? I'm just being obedient towards what I feel led to do, and I will let the Holy Spirit and the Lord and you guys in your personal walk handle the rest. Now, I also want to keep reminding you that this is not a thus saith the Lord. He never told me to tell the people to go out and run out and buy lunacy, or anything like that. If anything, I just feel like maybe this was pressed upon me to bring it up as confirmation, maybe, or something like that. You guys are going to have to pray and seek the Lord to find out if this applies to you, or how does it apply to you, or what the Lord wants you to do with this situation. Some of you may already know exactly what you're supposed to do, and maybe this is just that extra nudge and push. So a lot of times that happens. So guys, that's pretty much it. I wanted to share that and put that out there. Because like I said, at this point I became very compelled, and I almost feel burdened or pushed to make sure I get this out there. So it has to be maybe a reason for that. So I hope this blesses someone, maybe help someone find directions. I did look at the price of lunacy, or the classic one. It is very cheap still right now. So even if someone was considering purchasing some, it would not cost you that much money. I think you can get like 40,000 for every $10 or something, very cheap like that. So there may be a reason of why the Lord wanted to make sure I got this out there, so people could have an opportunity of, while the price is still very, very low. Like I said, just proceed, forward with prayer. God bless you guys. Lord's willing, I will catch up with you next time. I'm going to hop back and get back to work, and I will talk to you later. Bye.